Hello students, we will continue our chapter Political Parties. Today we will discuss challenges to political parties. Number 1. Lack of internal democracy. All over the world, there is a tendency in political parties towards the concentration of power in one or few leaders at the top. Parties do not keep membership registers, do not hold organizational meetings, do not conduct internal elections regularly. Ordinary members of the party do not get sufficient information on what happens inside the party. They do not have means or connections needed to influence the decisions. As a result, the leaders assume greater power to make decisions in the name of the party, since one or few leaders exercise paramount power in the party. Those who disagree with the leadership find it difficult to continue in the party. Dynastic succession. Since most political parties do not practice open and transparent procedures for their functioning, there are very ways for an ordinary worker to rise to the top in a party. Those who happen to be the leaders are in a position of unfair advantage to favor people close to them or even their family members. There are so many examples for you. In many parties, the top positions are always controlled by members of one family. This is unfair to other members of that party. This is also bad for democracy, since people who do not have adequate experience or popular support come to occupy positions of power. Growing role of money and muscle power. Since parties are focused only on winning elections, they tend to use shortcuts to win elections. They tend to nominate those candidates who have or can raise lots of money. Rich people and companies who give funds to the parties tend to have influence on the policies and decisions of the party. In some cases, parties support criminals who can win elections. Democrats all over the world are worried about the increasing role of rich people and big companies in democratic politics. Parties do not seem to offer a meaningful choice to the voters. In order to offer meaningful choice, parties must be significantly different. In recent years, there has been a decline in the ideological differences among parties in most parts of the world. For example, the difference between the Labour Party and the Conservative Party in Britain is very little. They agree on more fundamental aspects but differ only in details on how policies are to be framed and implemented. In our country also, the differences among all the major parties on the economic policies have reduced. We have done the ideology of all the national parties. Those who want really different policies have no option available to them. Sometimes people cannot even elect very different leaders, either because the same set of leaders keep shifting from one party to another. Thank you.